morning everyone, it's Karita of She Tried It. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. One of my favorite types of videos to watch on YouTube is what I eat in a day, and I was like, let me try that. So it's going to be like what I eat and what I knit in a day, but I'm not knitting this thing in a day. I should finish it between today and tomorrow, so hopefully I can get all this done in time. I was contemplating if I wanted to make the breakfast I've been making all week that I'm addicted to, or if I want to try something new. And I think I'm going to try something new, and then the next time I do this, because hopefully I'll like it and then I can keep doing it, but the next time I do this, I'll do the other thing that I'm addicted to. But I will be following a recipe from the Pound Dropper website. Full disclosure, I am on Weight Watchers. I've been on it for like 4 months now, since March I think. And I've lost 11 pounds. I'm on the purple plan. Don't really like announce it because I feel like people will be like, why are you on Weight Watchers? But that's my own personal reason. I just really wanted to lose weight. I got those pandemic pounds and I wanted to get rid of them. I will be following a recipe from the Pound Dropper that will be linked in the description box below. I'm making deviled eggs, and last night I already meal prepped some sweet potatoes. So that will be my breakfast. And as far as I know, it'll be 0 points, but I will leave that on the screen as I'm making it. But let's get started boiling some eggs, and then I'll get started knitting my project. Cardigan, I guess it is. This is by Park and Knit. I don't know how many of you saw the video that I've already done for Park and Knit, so this will not have like the whole, oh, this is the yarn, this is the designer. But Park, I already did a test for her for the Daily Ritual Raglan. I'll leave a link to that video below as well. Park is one of the few designers I know where when you test for her, she gives you a free pattern. You can either pick one of her past patterns, or you can hold off on it and pick a future pattern. Tip, do not pick a pattern right then, because right after I picked this pattern, which I do love, but then she came out with this other pattern. Oh, gorgeous. So I'm just gonna have to keep buying patterns from her. But anyways, I am almost done. My whips never look like cute. I always use lifelines, so it's very ugly right now. But I have one sleeve going, you can kind of see that there. I have a lot of lifelines because knitting terrifies me. Like my worst fear is like it all to just fall off the needle. So what I'm doing now is I'm just working on the other sleeve, and I think that's pretty much it. I just started on the sleeve. I picked up the stitches last night. Quite a ways to go, but you know, we're making progress. I'll work on this while my eggs are boiling, and once that is done, I'll show you what's going on. Progress on my knit project, but my breakfast is done. This looks so good. It looks like a lot too, but I'm not big on portion sizes, but that's a worker for me. But the deviled eggs, I didn't exactly follow the recipe, but I'll still leave it below. I really just added the Greek yogurt and the mayo and seasonings. And the potatoes just have a little bit of spray olive oil on and some salt. I'm really looking forward to breakfast. You know how some people are just like, intermittent fasting is like a big thing and they wait till like noon to eat breakfast? I eat as soon as I wake up. This was weird to make that, which is why next time I'll make the other breakfast, which goes a lot quicker. So good. Okay, so I'm gonna work a little bit more on my cardigan. I didn't mention the yarn. By the way, the yarn is, if you recognize it, it's It's leftover yarn from the willow lace vest that I made by Two of Wands. Therefore, this yarn that I am using today is Curio number 3, which is also known as my favorite yarn. I noticed that I've crocheted a bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of stuff with this yarn, but I've never knit anything. So any knitters watching my channel are probably like, oh, Curio number 3 is her favorite yarn to crochet with. But the reason I had never knitted with it is because I wasn't going to use small, like the required needles for this size yarn, because it would take forever. But the really cool thing about this fishnet cardigan is that I can use bigger needles with thin yarn and get this kind of like gappy, summery, flowy type of top, and I love it. Anyone who's interested in that, Curio number 3 will be linked below in the description box below. Thank you so much to We Crochet for sponsoring this video. I might have one ball of this copper colored Curio number 3 left. I'll leave it in my Mercari store if I do. I also randomly have one ball of Curio number 3 in the color Bear. I'll leave that in Mercari below. I've been so behind with my Mercari, so I know I've said I'll leave stuff in the store and I like forget to post it. But if I forget, just message me or leave a comment and just say, hey, I was really interested in that yarn. Have you posted it yet? And I'll definitely hop on that. Well, I will keep knitting and I'll see you at lunchtime. Okay, so we're back and it's lunchtime. Lunch is actually coming much later than I had hoped for. I got a little caught up with some other stuff, but haven't made that much progress on the sweater. I'll show you that in a bit. Since I'm very hungry, I'm going to go ahead and make something very quick. I'm going to do this one. Okay, so for my lunch, I'm going to have this rice, this steamed brown rice. It's really good. It's like the only prepared brown rice I've found for Weight Watchers that it's frozen. So you just put it in the pan and then it like it's freeze dried or something. I don't know, but it's really good. It takes about 3 minutes. I'm gonna add some black beans to the rice. Both these two are 0 points. And I'm gonna have this Italian style sausage from Target, and it's really good too. I just defrosted in the microwave and then microwave it in the microwave. And yeah, this won't take too long to prepare, so I'll show you once it's done. Also, the sausage is 3 points, so this is really where all your points are coming from. And then I think I'm gonna have like a dessert after this meal, so I'll show you that too. Okay, so this is how it looks all done. That's my sausage, my black beans and brown rice, and I topped it with a little bit of Parmesan cheese because I think that just goes well with the Italian sausage. But they have a lot of flavors. They're all pretty good. I haven't tried them all, but a lot of them are pretty good. I'm gonna eat this. Let me show you the sweater really quick. I just got on my, I just started my, I think 3rd or 4th. I'll let you know in the description box below, but I just started on my next ball of yarn. So I just connected it. This is how far along I've gotten from the sleeve. You can see that white lifeline there. And I think this needs to be 16 inches. So I have a ways to go, and then I'll start the ribbing and I will be done. But I'll definitely show you this tomorrow. I think I can for sure finish this within today and tomorrow. So I'm gonna eat my lunch and see you for dinner. Actually, no, I'll see you for my dessert after this meal because I could eat, so I'll see you after this. I finished the bowl and it was delicious, and now I'm having my dessert, and it is watermelon. My mom, she bought watermelon pieces for everybody from HEB last weekend for my niece's 4th birthday, and it was delicious. So I decided to get some yesterday when I went to the grocery store, and it's pretty expensive, but it's really amazing. So I'm gonna enjoy this watermelon. I'm gonna try my best to finish it before it goes bad because it was very pricey. But this is my dessert, and I will see you at dinner time. So I've said this before, but I am a very slow knitter. I've been taking the whole day to work on that one sleeve. But it's time for dinner, and to make things easier, I mentioned in the beginning of the video that I meal prepped some stuff yesterday, and I'm just gonna go ahead and make that so that I can hop right back to knitting. I have a lot of points left for the day, but I don't know, maybe I'll fill it up with desserts. I have no problem doing that. I'm gonna defrost the soup, and I'll show you how it looks when it's done. Dinner time. It looks a bit weird, but I think it's gonna be good. But this is it. It looks like a smoothie bowl, but I have a little bit of sour cream, which doesn't really count as anything, and bacon bits. And then this is my broccoli potato soup, and it is a pound dropper recipe, just like my breakfast is a pound dropper recipe, and I'll leave that in the description box below. So I'm gonna finish this up, finish the ribbing on my sweater, and watch a little TV. but to reward myself for completing the sweater, I have created my little favorite dessert lately. So I just wanted to show y'all that really quick. It consists of low-fat, normally I get cinnamon, but I didn't see them at the store, but low-fat graham crackers. And I also use sugar-free Pillsbury frosting, vanilla frosting. And then I use a few sprinkles, and it ends up looking like these, which some sprinkles are falling off, but it's really, really good. So yeah, I'm just gonna eat this, and that will be what I eat in a day. So I hope you enjoyed this portion of the video, and we'll fast forward to what I've made. Okay, so here's another look at the fishnet cardigan. I am absolutely in love with it. I will share a few facts about the cardigan and the pattern and everything. One thing I did add a modification to is I added a little bit of ribbing at the bottom of the cardigan, and that's not in the pattern. It was just a little bit, just kind of how the collar is. So if you just kind of match what you do at the collar on the bottom. The only reason I did that was when I looked at the pictures of other people's, it kind of flowed too wide, I guess. Like it didn't curl. I can't really describe it. I just wanted ribbing at the bottom. There's no real rhyme or reason to that. Also for the sleeves, so when you kind of break for the sleeves here, and I had a lifeline here that I took out already, but I went from the sleeves and down 13 inches. And then I started the ribbing. The pattern, it tells you how far to go, but if you wanted to do something like me, I have mine a little bit shorter. You still get that balloon sleeve, which is gorgeous. The sleeve is probably my favorite part of this whole cardigan. If you go down the 13 inches, that will match mine. Another thing to mention is that this only took a little bit over 2 balls of curio number 3. So if you modified the length of the sleeves, the length of the body or something, you could easily make this with 2 balls of curio number 3, which I think is amazing. So you don't need much yarn to complete this project. One last thing to mention is that this is a raglan cardigan, so it's made all in one piece. The weaving in of the ends is minimal, like barely anything. It's just wherever you combine balls and then like the ends of the sleeves and everything like that, but nothing crazy. I love how this turned out. I think it's a good beginner-ish pattern for a knitter. It's perfect for anyone who lives in the South because it's very breezy. It's made with cotton yarn, mine is at least, and I think that I could wear this throughout the summer. It would be a great cover-up. It would be great just to like throw on over a tank top or something. So yeah, I'll definitely be getting my wear out of this. I'm absolutely in love with it, but I just want to thank We Crochet again for sponsoring today's video and for letting me have all this curio number 3 yarn. I am absolutely in love. I will be making more stuff with curio number 3 very, very soon in a different color. I want to eventually try all the colors. That's my goal. I do have a few balls of curio number 3 in this color, which is the color copper. I have a few balls left, so if you're interested in that, check out my Mercari shop. It will be linked in the description box below. And with that said, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!